Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. It's a Friday here folks, celebrate, yippee. So in the latest of the films that didn't get a wide release in theaters, didn't make much money, or found their way onto the internet, the latest one that I found, and boy did I find a doozy one here folks, and I wish I never had seen it in the first place folks. That film here is Kidnap. Oh boy, so this was apparently supposed to be released like over a year ago. Apparently the studio that made this film, Relativity Media, went bankrupt. Therefore, they do what all studios do, is try to hand off their properties. They ship off films that they know cannot make money. This now is apparently being released in the first week of August. It happens to be up against Detroit, the new Catherine Bigelow film, and The Dark Tower. Now the studio that's currently releasing this property knows that this thing won't make money. Hopefully being against those two films will be buried even further. So Kidnap is directed by someone who claims to know what he's doing, and written by someone who should never be given the opportunity to write again, although this person apparently is being contracted to write X-Men New Mutants, which, again, great for that person and woe for the rest of everyone else. So Carla, played by Halle Berry, has a play date with her son, Frankie. They go to the park, and she steps away for a bit, and what do you know? Her son goes missing, because, like on all these films, the parent has to step away because, quite frankly, if she didn't step away, this whole movie would be called Kidnap to begin with, folks. She then realizes, oh yeah, my son is being kidnapped here, and she goes after, the people in her car, And again, she goes on a high-speed pursuit of the kidnappers, and this is one of those films in which nobody on the highway is calling 911 because they realize, oh yeah, two people are swerving in and out of control, and the kidnappers are throwing stuff out of the trunk. Which you would think to yourself, okay, clearly call 911 here, folks, but they don't. And apparently this film was shot in New Orleans, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, how am I supposed to know that this highway is being shot in New Orleans? Or, I didn't realize, oh yeah, it's shot in New Orleans here, folks. I recognize that New Orleans highway. I don't. I think this film is 95 minutes long. And again, I've seen this film like a day or two ago, and I already forget how long this film is. 60 to 65 minutes of this film is largely just one long car chase. And a good chunk of that is aerial shots, so you don't even know who is fucking driving the cars. Mostly all the dialogue that comes out of Halle Berry's mouth is consisted of something like this. Mommy's coming to get you, Frankie. Frankie! Frankie! Don't kill my Frankie! That's the extent of the dialogue here. We also do get to see the identities of these two kidnappers. And apparently I didn't realize this till actually looking up this film, that one of the kidnappers was on The Walking Dead. He was one of the prisoners in season 3. And it's like, okay, well, there you go. And now there are at least two instances where the Halle Berry character has to figure, okay, this person's injured, or should I help this injured person, or do I go after the kidnappers? If it were me, I would at least help the person, because quite frankly, some of these people look severely injured, or it's also, every so often, the Halle Berry and the kidnappers will smash their cars into each other, and I'm thinking, wouldn't at least someone have an injured, neck or something, or at least a screwed up neck? Because, yeah, I've crashed my car into a tree once, but someone like either Halle Berry or the kidnapper should at least be somewhat injured, I don't know. Or also very late into this film, the Halle Berry character realizes something about these kidnappers, and you would think to yourself, okay, to a person that has less discernible taste, they would think to themselves, okay, that's an amazing revelation. To everyone else, it's like, okay, I could care less, but there you go. The screenplay needed something to extend this film by. This just might be the dumbest thing that Halle Berry has agreed to appear in. Yeah, movie 43, I'll give her a pass on because she was only in that film for like 5 minutes, and Catwoman is just plain awful, folks. She might not want to embrace this film once her career is over. And it's like, I could literally see a documentary about how her agent tried to persuade her to do this film, because how when she went up to the Razzies and thanked her agent for allowing her to appear in such garbage as Catwoman, she might want to do that again to her agent. Again, it's like, Frankie, I'm going to get you, Frankie! Ah, my son has been kidnapped! It's like that type of, again, that dialogue is annoying. So I can proudly proclaim here, folks, that you'll be hearing a lot more about Kidnap come December or early January when I make the worst films of the year list, folks. I proudly proclaim Kidnap to be absolute horseshit, folks. This is an awful film. So, folks, have you seen Kidnap? What did you think of it? Did you think it's really one of the stupidest films that you've ever seen? I mean, if you like this film, congratulations. Tell me why in the comment box below. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and rate yourself with knowledge. If you want to see this handsome face again, click the subscribe button. I'm always here to answer questions. I'll see you next time, folks.